Hi guys, so this video is going to be, I don't know if you can hear it, I'm trying to keep my voice down because my neighbours are in the garden, so I'm trying to keep my voice down. But anyways, I don't want them to hear us saying that, talking about them, otherwise they might be like, what you're talking about us for. But someone smells like, I think someone's having a barbecue or something. Well, it smells nice anyway. But anyway, so I haven't been making videos for a while because I've been too busy playing on my PlayStation and other things like college work and like just doing other things. So like I'm quite proud of myself, and a lot of people's proud of us, because I've got this friend, the friend that I played Grand Theft Auto with, and he's been feeling quite sad and that, and he's been like that for quite a while, all his life I think he said, well maybe not all his life, but for quite a lot of the time. He's got depression, and then we were talking, what night was it, because I keep forgetting what day it is. Oh yeah, it was Friday night. So we were talking Friday night about it, because I'm not going to mention his name or anything for his privacy, but he gets quite depressed, and ages ago he tried to, before I was friends with him, he tried to like end his life. Well, he was trying to end his life. That's what he was aiming to do, because he told us when we first become friends, and he used to get bullied a lot at school, so I thought that was quite horrible, and there's nothing wrong with him or anything. He's perfectly fine the way he is. Well, because like he doesn't have any disabilities, but even if he did, that's fine. People's got to accept, but it's got nothing to do with disability or that. It's the fact that he's a bit shy. We play Grand Theft Auto every night, apart from Monday nights, Tuesday nights and Sunday nights, because I've got college the next day. But so I've got to be up early. But I don't do that. I still do it even though lockdown, because I've still got to get up. And sometimes when I play Grand Theft Auto with them, I don't get up till like 9:30. So I just stick to that. But yeah, but just this week just gone, we had a week off, so we were playing every day. But it was on Thursday. Thursday. I was waiting a really long time for him to come on, and then he wasn't on at all. So I was panicking about him, because I knew he's got depression and that. And I was really panicking about him. And because he hadn't been on for like for ages, and I was like, well, this is weird, he's always up. So like I went to bed, like I just played on I did a few missions on Grand Theft Auto, and I watched some YouTube, thinking that he was just sleeping, because sometimes he sleeps a lot. So I was thinking he'd probably be up a bit later, but no, time was getting on, so I just went to bed. And I was like, he probably fell asleep, and then he'll get up a bit later. So I sent him a message saying that I was going to go to bed, and then I played with you like the next day. But I had no message of him when I woke up. So I was like saying, oh god, this isn't like him. I was like, what's happening? What's going on? And then I got a message, because I woke up at like 6:30, because I don't know why, I just wasn't tired, I couldn't get back to sleep. And then I had a message of him like an hour later saying, sorry that he went into a deep sleep, but but when we were playing Grand Theft Auto that night, I was having a joke with him saying who sleeps like 14 hours, and I was just having a bit of a joke with him. And then he told us that he forced himself to sleep because of his depression. So we were talking about it, and I was like, have you told anyone? And he's like, no. And I was like, have you told your mum? And then your parents? And then he was like, no. I was like, you need to tell them. And then he was like, you don't need to know. And I was like, you need to tell them, because he's like, you can't just like be like this, because like he was like, I was questioning him a lot, saying would you hurt yourself and that, and he thinks about hurting himself. I was like, you need to promise me that you'll tell your parents. So he was like, okay, I will, the next day, which was Sunday. Was it Sunday? No, Saturday. That's it. Because I know life, sometimes people in life do get sad and depression. I suffer anxiety, and it is hard, because I go through stages where I'm really sad. Like at the minute, I'm quite sad and emotional and that. So yeah, it is quite hard. But I have my friends and family, mainly my friends, that help us and that. But he doesn't. He says he doesn't have any friends really. And I think he's just in the house all the time. But so the next morning, I sent him a message saying, did you tell your parents? And he was like, not yet. And I was like, are you going to? And he was like, yeah, but I don't know when. So I said, you need to do it now. So he says, okay, I'll do it now. So he's told his mum, and his mum's quite sad about it and panicked. So she's going to get him some help, I think either this week or next week. But I'm so pleased that I did that, because now that his parents are aware of the situation, and so I could have saved his life, because you never know, he could have got, even though he said he wouldn't kill himself, it could have got to a point where he's so sad, and then he might have killed himself. You never know these things, because when you're sad and you can't tell anyone, it's horrible. Because I know what it's like being sad, because he says he feels worthless, and he says he's ugly, and he keeps saying he's fat. I say them things, sometimes I feel rubbish about myself and that, but I don't get to the point where I wish, sometimes I do get to the point where I wish I was there, but I would never do anything. But I've got my friends to support it. So I was saying to him, even though that we live far away, because I'm not going to give out his location, we live in the same country, but he lives far down from me, so even though I haven't met him, I still care about him, because he's my online friend. It's I care about all my friends, and I think he was, or thought I was a bit, I think he was so relieved that I'm there to support him, and that I made him tell his parents, because I texted them today asking if he was fine and that. Oh god, there's a bee. I'm changing this angle. Just getting away from that bee. I try oh god, I'll just stay here. Sorry about that. My iPad storage, which I record the videos on, was full, so I had to delete some, so my video stopped. But what I was saying is that I'm pleased that I got him. Honestly, it's the noise out here. I'm pleased that I got him to tell that his parents, because this morning I texted him to see how he was, and to ask him if he's going to get some help, and I was asking how his parents are and that, and his parents are aware of it, because they went to check on him this morning to make sure he was fine. But yeah, and a lot of people, a lot of my family, my friends were saying well done to us for like helping him, because like I know I'm not there to like act for that, like support him and get him help, but I was the one that got him to tell his parents, and if I didn't tell him to go and tell his parents, he would have just been still in that position where he was sad. Well, he's probably still sad now and that, but it is hard, because he does overthink and stuff, and I do as well. I'm really bad at overthinking. That's a lot to do with my problem, and like I'm like lots of times I'm feeling really bad, but not as bad as what he is. And I'm just so pleased because we love playing well all together. But so yeah, and like he was saying to us that he's too old to get help, and that I was like, no, you're not, because he's 25. He's 7 years older than me, because he's 26 in September. And I said, well, you're never too old to get help. And he was like, well, nothing works. And but I was like, you need to try these things, and I was trying to give him suggestions of what could make him happier. Like I was like, see, you could go for a walk, or you could get some fresh air, or meet some friends. But yeah, because sometimes when I get stuck in the house, I don't feel like I feel sad and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad he's getting help. And also, I don't know if you can see, but I've got purple highlights in my hair. I just got it done yesterday. Yesterday. My mum did it. You can see it better on pictures, and it's in the bathroom. I've got pictures on like Facebook now. I might post the pictures on the end of this video. But that's it for this video. Bye.